and welcome back to the Yoga Corner. I'm Kira and today I'm going to be guiding you through a super speedy 5-minute yoga practice for the neck. Somewhere that can often be a big carrier of tension that we often spend a lot of our time, or at least I know I spend a lot of my time clicking and trying to relieve tension from, but it just never seems to work. But a regular yoga practice and some really gentle but consistent stretches can be a great way to relieve that tension. And you should feel that when you relieve tension in this area of the body, that you start to feel a sense of relief throughout the rest of your body as well. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. We are going to get started in a seated position, ideally a position where you can be really heavy and grounded through the legs and find a sense of lengthening through the spine, almost as though you can feel yourself stacking the head on top of the heart on top of the hips, and finding that sense of nice long line for energy to travel through in our body. So give yourself a moment to find that position, and then I invite you to close the eyes. We'll just take a couple of moments to focus on the breath. Finding a deep breath in through the nose and a full exhale out through the mouth. Really good. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose. Full exhale through the mouth. The first practice we'll take for our neck is some gentle semicircle rolls. So we'll start by gently tilting the head over towards the right side. So you want to think about allowing your right ear to come down towards the right shoulder. From there, you'll allow the nose to dip forwards. And gently, the left ear will make its way to the left shoulder. We'll do that a few times. So left ear to left shoulder, nose dips down. Right ear finds right shoulder. Really good. Do that 2 more times from each side. Move at your own pace, but just allow yourself to find those gentle stretches. Moving slowly, but just gradually allowing that part of the body to wake up. Once you've taken that final semicircle stretch, then just return back to a neutral spine. We'll return back to this neutral position each time we do a stretch, just to really allow any movements that we've done to sink in and to allow the body to reset and recalibrate. Whenever you're ready, you once again are going to allow the right ear to move to the right shoulder. You can either stay there, just allowing that stretch to take place on its own, or your right hand might travel across the head, bringing itself towards the left ear. Now you can put pressure on here, but only just the gentle pressure of the weight of your hand can just help the neck slightly deeper into this stretch. We don't want to pull or tug in this position, just gently apply pressure. You might find it useful just to close the eyes and just allow this movement to take place of its own accord. Not thinking or worrying about it, not trying to pull or push the neck into anywhere that it doesn't want to go, but just simply allowing the stretch to take place. Taking a full final deep breath in and exhaling completely. Releasing the hand away from the head if you had it on there, and then with gentle care and control, just lifting that neck up back to a neutral position. We'll pause there to take a full deep breath in. We'll exhale completely. And then we'll take that on the other side. So the left ear is going to travel to that left shoulder. You can pause there, just notice how that feels on its own without any added pressure. And then if you feel like you would like to add on that extra bit of tension, left hand can travel across the head and just come to find that right ear. Just placing that hand there in and of itself will just add a tiny bit extra weight onto the body, which will slightly intensify the stretch. That's all we want to do with the hand here, is just add a tiny bit of extra intensity. We're not pushing, pulling, tugging, or doing anything extreme here. We're being really gentle and careful with this part of our body. Just allow yourself to close the eyes and focus on the breath. Just noticing how this stretch feels. Taking one more full deep breath in. And one more full exhale. Gently we'll release that hand and lift that neck up back to a neutral position. Take a full deep breath in and center. And a full exhale. For our next stretch, we're going to bring the hands to an interlace and bring that interlace right to the base of the skull, so just where the head meets the neck. You might just stay here and just allow the chin to tilt forward slightly. Again, just like in the stretch we've just taken, using the hands just to add a tiny bit of extra pressure. That might feel like a really nice stretch down the back of your neck for you, and this might be where you want to stay. If you do feel like you want a slightly deeper stretch, then you can just allow the chin to tuck even more deeply into the neck as you allow yourself to just round forward slightly. As you round forward, you might add a tiny bit of extra pressure on through those hands, almost as if you're bracing down. Whichever version of this position you've taken, just allow yourself to be steady here. Again, option to close the eyes and just focus on the breath. Taking a full deep breath in and exhaling to gently release, bringing those hands down to the ground. We're going to take one final twist on each side of the body to conclude this practice. So with our next inhale, hands reach up to the sky. With an exhale, left hand is going to find the right knee and the right hand is going to come back behind us. We're going to look back over our right shoulders. This is a great stretch for the back of the body, but it's also really nice for the neck as we just gently twist that neck to look over that back shoulder. Try to keep the crown of the head reaching up to the sky and the spine long in this position. We'll take a full deep breath in and a full exhale out. One more deep breath in. And with your next exhale, gently unwind, come back through center. Really good. Inhale to sweep those hands up to the sky, ready to take this on the other side. Exhale, right hand finds the left knee, left hand reaches back behind you, and this time the neck twists so that we look back over the left shoulder. Again, thinking about keeping the spine nice and long as we twist through our core and look back over that back shoulder. Taking a full deep breath in. And a full exhale. Gently unwind, come back through center. Really good. Take a moment just to again find that stacking of the spine, this time moving from the bottom to the top. So check in with your hips and your legs. Notice how heavy they can be when you allow them to really ground down beneath you. Then move up towards the spine, noticing that sensation of lengthening all the way up the body. Once you find your head, just maybe check in. Bring the hand underneath the chin and try to keep the chin parallel with the ground. That should help keep your neck and your spine nice and level. And then actively think about reaching the crown of the head up to the sky. That doesn't mean looking up or doing anything really, other than lifting the energy of the body upwards, almost as though you're a puppet on a string and someone is holding you up nice and tall. Together we'll bring the hands at our heart and just take a moment and a pause in gratitude for yourself for taking the time to focus on you, taking a few moments to work through some stretches for your neck. I hope you find these useful and that you can use them throughout the rest of your day or at any time that you might need them. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.